How are you today? I hope you're doing well. If you're new to the channel, I welcome you. And if you're returning, welcome back. Now, today, I'm in a Chicago neighborhood, and I want to talk to you about another mob boss, another mobster, and where an assassination took place. Now, if you watch my channel or you subscribe, you know I've done a lot of other mobster graves, mobster sites here in Chicago, and I'm back in Chicago again. Now, it's hard when I'm in these little neighborhoods to do this because people want to know what I'm doing. People come out and ask why I'm filming in the area. But today I want to talk to you about Roger the Terrible Touhy. Tell you a little bit about him. He was an Irish mob boss, and he was assassinated right here in the house that I'm going to show you. But let me show you the neighborhood. Now, who is Roger Touhy? Well, let me tell you about him. He's an Irish-American mob boss and prohibition bootlegger from Chicago. He's best known for being framed in the 1933 staged kidnapping of John Factor, the brother of cosmetic manufacturer Max Factor. And despite numerous appeals, Touhy actually spent 26 years in prison. Now, it was what happened after he got out of prison, which is what I'm talking to you about today. See, Touhy was a huge bootlegger, and there was actually a lot of demand for his beer. He sold his bootleg alcohol to over 200 bars and nightclubs. It wouldn't be unusual for him to sell 18,000 bottles a week. Getting back to the kidnapping. On June 30th, 1933, gangster John Factor disappeared. Now, Factor actually conceived of the kidnapping, or fake kidnapping, as a way to avoid extradition. Now, Factor and others began framing Touhy when they started their whole plot of this. And what happened over here at this site is what I'm here to talk to you about. Let me show you where it is. Alrighty, so let me tell you what happened. And I'll try to do this without causing too much attention because I'm in a neighborhood and I don't know if it's the best neighborhood, but at 10:30 p.m. on December 16, 1959, Touhy and Walter Miller, a retired Chicago police detective who served as his bodyguard, were gunned down as they entered the house. 2 or 3 men stepped out of the shadows and gunned them down as they were going up the steps. Now, Miller identified himself as a police officer. Men pulled 12-gauge shotguns from beneath their coats, and they did it right here. That's it right there. This white stone house and those front steps is where Roger the Terrible Touhy was assassinated. This is the neighborhood, but that house right there, and those front steps right there is where Roger the Terrible Touhy was assassinated. Now, there's so much history in all these neighborhoods, and a lot of people who live here don't even know what happened there. Now, like I said, these are people's homes, so I don't want to stand in front of them too long because it certainly raises flags. Why are you taping their house, especially if they don't know the history of what happened there. But I still want to show you that history and document it. Now, that house that I showed you hasn't changed at all from when Roger the Terrible Touhy actually was assassinated there. Now, he's buried in Mount Carmel Cemetery. I'll show you a photo of his grave. Now I'm going to show you more mobster graves, mobster sites, and tell you more about some of the infamous Chicago mobsters that lived in this area. So hit that subscribe button below and let's go on more adventures together. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace.